everyone, welcome back to the Peach&Wine podcast.
Hi.
Welcome. You always do that.
Welcome back. Welcome back. Welcome back.
Yes,
Welcome.
ma'am. Hey.
Yeah.
So we do welcome back, guys. It's been a while,
Mm-hmm.
and we are back with a um a nice and excited episode, topic or
Very
subject, whatever.
interesting. Mm-hmm.
So we are going to give you guys our views about men and women friendship.
Mm-hmm.
Is it right?
It is.
It
It is.
is. All right. All right.
Mm.
So, without further ado, I don't know unless one has something to add, how welcome how
No,
no, nothing else.
you did great.
Oh, okay. Okay, so guys, today we're going to talk about no, discuss. Let's say discuss about men and women friendship. I believe one, um, she always comes with some questions, kind of like a
Mm.
little interview.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know
Don't
why.
believe that's what's gonna happen.
I don't know why, but okay,
Do not believe that's what's happening.
okay. I'm
So,
listening.
guys, welcome back. Like Peach said, sensual voice. Anyway, so I am going to ask Peach a few questions
Mm-hmm.
regarding this topic, like men and women friendship. She's going to give us her point of view on the topic, and eventually, if she has questions for me, I'll do the same too. So, Peach, are you ready?
Everybody. Yes,
Are
I'm
you
ready.
sure?
I'm ready.
Are you sure?
Yes, I am.
Okay. Well, my first question is,
Mm-hmm.
um, do you think a genuine platonic relationship between a male and a female
Mm-hmm.
is possible?
Yes, I do. I
Mm,
strongly, in all capital letters, I strongly agree, and I do believe that men and women can have a genuine relationship.
platonic.
Yeah, platonic relationship.
Okay.
But
Well,
I want to add on
I was gonna
some.
say that. Can you explain yourself?
Yeah, sure. I do want to add on
Mm,
some of the things because well, in my experience, um between the man and the woman, there's always one of them
mm,
somehow will have or usually have feelings.
mm.
And well, that's something that happened in my case. I have
Okay.
two best friends, male best friends that I don't know, I don't think you know the other one, but you know one of them already. And then
Mm,
we do have a good, nice relationship. And then um I'm gonna talk about the one that you know first. We all
mm,
started as a friend. I was what age? Like we know each other since I was 14, I guess. And um it was just, we all started with just liking stuff on Facebook,
mhm,
talking about um stuff that we share, animes, hobbies, the some
mm,
hobbies that we share, some interests and stuff.
mm,
And somehow he did started, telling, I mean, it's not gonna he didn't tell me exactly how he felt, but I believe you can tell when someone has other intention, like other intention than just being your friend.
Definitely.
Yeah, so as we grow, as we grow,
Mm-hmm.
um I mean, he kept showing more and more,
Mm.
like his emotions and how he was feeling about me.
Okay.
And but all of this were happening. He was still respecting the fact that we're just friend.
Mm.
And then yeah, and then meanwhile, our relationship was still growing. So
Mm-hmm.
as friend, and then literally this is how we become best friend. And at the end of the day, I had okay, this is just a parenthesis, just because I want to say it. I end up
Mm.
having feelings too. And then he was like, "Oh, you know what? I also had feelings too, but nothing can happen. You are like on the other side of the world. I am back there." So we just, focused on our relationship as bestie, and which is actually um the best decision I believe for once I made.
Mm.
Cause yeah, I
Mm.
was yes, Loki I was pushing him. We were like, why don't we try, to do something else than just bestie? But it was like, nah, nah. So anyway, yeah, we you can have a nice, um, genuine, and then you use the word platonic,
Mm.
relationship
Well,
with okay,
whatever
no
you just
relationship,
explained
friendship.
already, whatever you just explained already threw that out of the window, Peach. But we'll come
Exactly.
back to that. We'll come back to that. So, I have a different question.
Yeah, sure. Go ahead.
Let's say, um, you get in a relationship
Mhm.
and your boyfriend, or let's say, I'm not gonna say, no, I'm not gonna go as far as like husband. Your boyfriend is
Okay.
telling you that he doesn't like your friendship with your friends, and then you have to cut them off.
Mm.
What would be your reaction? And what are you going to do? Like, what would be your reaction? Like, how would you react, and what decision would you
Honestly,
make?
one, it's something that it's hard for me to actually even imagine that
Mm.
that type of situation. But I'm gonna try to answer your question.
Hypothetically, like
All
like
right.
Americans say.
Yeah. So, okay. Let's say my boyfriend doesn't like my relationship with my best friend, male best friend. Honestly, if it gives me reasons, like if it gives me valuable reasons, because
Mm.
I will take this into account and then try to understand these reasons, like why aren't you? I mean, you don't have to like our relationship, but just acknowledge that okay, that's my best friend. And then if his reasons are valid, I will. I mean, I understand that men can get jealous and they have the egos too, and
Mm.
um yeah, so I would try not try. I will take into account whatever my boyfriend mentioned or will mention. But honestly, if his reasons are not valid, I will be like, bro, you need to relax. And yeah, this is he's my bestie. He's been there for the longest time. So, just I'll try to put him in a position where he's like hopefully he'll become comfortable with the fact that acknowledging that what he's just my best friend, and then don't go overboard, don't try not to overthink about our relationship.
Mm.
So yeah, hopefully that answers your questions.
It does. It does.
Okay.
Um, so what if it's the other way around? Like your friend is seeing a girl,
Mm-hmm.
a woman. Let's not be mean. Seeing a woman, and she's not comfortable with you guys' relationship, and
uh
she actually asked your friend to tell you
Mm-hmm.
that you need to back off, what are you going to do?
Respectfully, I wouldn't care. I'll care less. But respectfully, I'll be like, man, please, whatever. I don't care. I don't care about her.
Mm. Mm, mm, mm.
Just to tease. See, that's not fair, right? It's
I
not
didn't
fair,
say
but
anything.
I know it's not fair, low key. But um, I would say that to tease my best friend, to tease my friend and her. But
Mm,
I will understand. And then again, I mean, I'm not gonna get in between their relationship, but she I would tell my best friend she needs to have like valid reasons, like why don't she like me? Why don't
mm,
she like why is she trying to separate us?
mm,
But most likely I already take my distance. I mean, not in a way that I'm not talking to my friend at all, because he's literally like my brother now. And like he's just my like no, you can't just try to separate us
mm.
because you don't like us. No, it doesn't work
Yeah.
like that. You don't like us being around, being together. I mean, so I usually kind of take my distance in the way that, I mean, I guess as a woman,
Mm,
maybe I will understand. Okay, you're not trying to have the other girl around, always like laughing,
mhm,
teasing, joking with your, with your boyfriend, especially if it's a type that's like, kind of. I mean, no, I don't know, maybe insecure,
mhm.
maybe insecure, maybe not, but I will understand that and take my little distance. But then is she
Yeah.
trying to get over it, like trying to get on top and disrespectful, rude me? No, now I will, you know, show her my other colors, and then yeah,
Mm.
yep,
Ooh,
things
ooh,
will not
ooh.
end well, most likely.
Oh, okay, Peach. Anybody who knows Peach knows she likes to fight.
Yeah,
So so maybe she changed, maybe she didn't.
no, I
Who
didn't.
knows? You'll find out.
I can't even change. I can't. I have so many people to I have to protect.
I know, right? There's
Yeah,
just so much going on. So,
mind you.
well,
I'll fight for
um,
others, but I won't fight for myself.
uh, that's why I'm here.
Exactly.
Yeah. So don't worry, I got you.
Yeah, I know. I know that's
Well,
for sure.
I don't I I don't know if I have any more questions, but if something comes up, I'll ask you.
Yes,
But do you have any
of
questions for
of
me?
course. Of
Or you
course.
do?
Of course I do. Okay, so let's first start with the main topic of the subject. Do you think you can
Mm-hmm.
have a platonic relationship, friendship? Let me say friendship. I don't know why I keep saying relationship. Sorry, guys. But
Friendship.
whenever I say relationship, have in mind I meant to say friendship.
Friendship, yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, do you think it's something do you think it's okay? Do you think a man and a woman can have
Uh,
a platonic and genuine friendship?
can they have genuine friendships?
Mm-hmm.
Yes. Platonic?
Besties.
No.
Have in mind that they're your
Well, when I
besties.
say no, I mean like there's always something. There's always something. It's either from the beginning
Mm-hmm.
or as you grow together. And also,
Mm-hmm.
like I said, there's one thing that needs to happen. It's one of the person needs to be unattractive in a way where like you guys cannot be attracted to each other, or like one cannot be attracted to the other one, because if that happens, then I don't know, it's not platonic anymore, because there's something else
Mm-hmm.
going on, like you said earlier,
Mm-hmm.
when a friendship starts, like pretty much, I'm not gonna say all of my friendships,
Mm-hmm.
but like some of my friendships
Mm-hmm.
started, I would say, when I was a kid, because I was like a little boy So
Oh,
boys
tomboy.
were friends. Exactly. Boys were friends with me because they thought I was a boy, like I
Ah!
was acting like a boy. So when well, I mean, for some of my friends, the ones that I grew up with,
Mhm.
when they realizing that I was actually a woman,
Mhm.
so they started like doing weird things, but then I was like, that's not gonna happen
Mhm.
because you my family, we grew up together, so it's like we're siblings, but other than that, it's like I said, if one of the person has feelings, it becomes a little difficult, but that does not mean that the friendship cannot be genuine and cannot
Mhm.
be real.
Okay. I like your answer. The fact that really like the hook, the one that grabbed my attention is the first part when you said that one of them needs. Okay, not need. I don't think you used the word needs, but kind of have
Or
to be unattractive.
have to be need to be unattractive. I
Yeah.
said
That's
once,
your
I
view.
said
I'm
that
not gonna
to
debate it.
I said
Everyone
I
is
I actually said that statement to my friend,
yo.
my best friend that
Yes.
one day we were talking and I'm like, have you ever heard that thing that said that if a male and a female are best friends, one of them needs to be ugly? And he's like, shut up. None of us is ugly.
Exactly. Like, bro, what you talking about?
I was like, well, none of us is ugly. Do we have a platonic friendship though?
Oh my
That's the
god.
question.
God.
But
No. Boo.
um it's
Yes.
it's just things that happen. Like,
Mhm.
because in general, like I said, you do not just get attracted to someone
Mhm.
physically. I think when we talked about relationship expectation, I think
Mhm.
and I mentioned it on that episode that I am the type of person who's very attracted by someone's mind, like the
Mhm.
way a man thinks, the way he expresses himself,
Mhm.
and so on and so on. So, some people also get that from like being friends and spending time together. You start getting emotionally attached to
Mhm.
someone, and
Mhm.
um, they end up developing like, I don't know, feelings.
Mhm.
But the thing is, now it's up to them if either they want to protect your friendship and like just keep it the way it is, or
Mhm.
if they want to explore what's behind it. And at the end of the day, they said marry your best friend. So
Mhm.
um,
Mhm.
if it works for you guys, fine. But
Mhm.
usually when that happens, it doesn't end well.
Yeah. And sometimes, I mean, if you don't mind me, if I add on a little bit,
Mm-hmm.
I feel like at the end of the day, a male best friend, they became like our brothers. And then even if at some part of our lives, if one of us, so one of the friends start developing any type of feelings, like at the end, maybe they'll be like, nothing would have happened. Nothing, like even if something happened, he wouldn't last. Or even if they
Well,
did have
that
something,
doesn't. Mm,
and even
I would think that would just mean they just had a crush.
exactly, yes, you
'Cause
see, true.
if someone has genuine feelings, because I've seen friendship being ruined
Mhm.
because one of the person genuinely fell in love, and
Yeah.
I've read also online stories of
Mhm.
people
Yeah.
literally like doing the worst thing that you can do,
Mhm.
like go to your best friend's wedding and tell them on the day they're getting married that you're having feelings
Yeah,
for
my
them. So
man, nah,
these
I
happen
wouldn't do that at all.
quite often, but just like,
Uh,
I mean,
but that's good. That's kind of deep right there. Because I wouldn't, mm, hmm.
yeah, because there's a difference between having a crush and having feelings.
Mhm. Mhm. Okay. Okay. I like that. Quite. I like the answer. It made me think. I believe it will make the audience think too.
Mm. Maybe what
Mhm.
you had was a crush on your best
True.
friend. Mm-hmm. So
Probably. Probably. Oh, just nothing. Cause I listen. I'm just out there in space.
you were just single.
I'm gonna be out there in space wondering. But anyway, I have another
Mm,
question, and I'm excited. I can't
mhm,
wait for that for you to answer the question.
mhm,
You have your best friend,
mm.
and he has that girlfriend who literally just don't want you around him because I mean, it's just the relationship, the relation, actually, the connection
Mm,
between you and your friend is just too much for her to handle. Way too
mhm.
perfect. Even with perfect, well, it's even better than a
Well,
relationship.
I know, right?
Yeah, and then so what would you say about it if the girlfriend say, you know what, I don't want you to hang out with wine anymore because I think she's just invading me.
Mm.
Hmm.
Well, funny because I have two instances
Mm-hmm.
where on the first one, um, with my other best friends other than Peach, we already talked about it. Like I've asked him in the past, like, what happened if like one day you get married and then your wife doesn't, I didn't even say girlfriend, I was like, your wife doesn't like our relationship or
Mm-hmm.
whatever, and she says you have to stop talking to me, and he's like, she's not crazy, is she crazy?
Exactly, you know, exactly. That's what I was saying at the
And I was
beginning. I
like,
can't even imagine myself in that type of
yeah.
situation.
I was like, I'm not even gonna ask you any more questions. You just gave me the perfect answers, and that's it. You just passed. If that was a test, you passed it like with 100 out of 100. And the second instance was when I was in college back home.
Mm-hmm.
I have one friend who is actually a childhood friend. Like we literally grew up together,
Mm-hmm.
and he used to date that girl in the. She was also she was studying in the same university as us, but they were, I think they were in the same, I don't know if they were doing the same thing. I don't know. I
Mm-hmm.
wasn't there. But like we usually hung out like after school or between classes when we didn't have anything to do.
Mm-hmm.
So that day, and genuinely when I would go to his class, like everybody would be so nice and like welcoming, and we would talk.
Mm-hmm.
And usually we'll always end up like going on like separating from the group because we have a whole lot of things to talk about. So
Mm-hmm.
that day was the same. So I went to his classroom. We spent a little bit of time with everybody, and then all of them started like leaving, whatever, doing whatever they needed to do.
Mm-hmm.
So we stayed, and we started, and we were just talking, and then his phone started going off, and I'm like,
Mm-hmm.
"Who's that? Who's that?" Because at that point, I knew he had a girlfriend, but I've never met her. She never met me. She knew
Mm-hmm.
about me, but she never met me. So she's like texting, calling him. So he's like, "Yeah, I'm here, school. I'm at that specific location. Like, if you
Mm-hmm.
come, you're gonna find me there."
Yeah.
And so she comes. She comes and she sees us. She stops like, I don't know, I'll say maybe 10, 20 feet away from us.
So she's sitting
And
there in front
she's
of you.
like, yeah, she's like texting him, like, "Oh, can you come over?" And I see him checking his phone. And I'm
Mm-hmm.
like, "What are you checking?" He's like, "She just texted me that I needed to like to go see her."
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, "My guy, if you move from here, if you move from that chair right there, I don't know how long we've been friends for, but
Mm-mm.
know that this is going to end today."
Why do you have to
My
put
guy,
him
when
in
I tell
such
you, my guy
dilemma?
was sweating because he was like, "What am I going to do? Do I
Exactly.
go to my girlfriend, or do I stay with my childhood friend?" And I was like, "You're not moving. I don't care what she's going. If she's a woman, she needs to come here and tell me that she's taking you." And she just like he sat there. and literally just like shrug his shoulder at her, and she was so pissed. Like she gave us a look, and then she turned around and left. And
Mhm.
I was like, my just to say that I didn't even do that to be mean, but just out of respect. Because you don't know me, I don't know you. You don't know the type of relationship that I have with my friend. You cannot just come out of nowhere, not even saying hi or trying to introduce yourself. And like she could have come and be like, "Hey, hi, how
Yeah,
you
can I
doing?
just,
My name is If, and
yeah, yeah,
can I borrow you for a second? Because I need to talk
exactly.
to him." I would fine. It's your
Mm,
man. You can have him.
yeah.
But you don't like stop at like 20 feet and then just stare at us. And instead of just even addressing him personally,
Mhm.
you text him. I was like, no, that's not about to happen.
Mhm.
No woman is going to do my friend like that. He's not your dog, my guy.
Exactly.
So,
Yeah.
and that's my thing because in my friendships, in like all of my friendships, I'm overprotective of my friends. And I'm a super jealous friend.
Mm.
So like
Mm.
that there are things that are not going to just fly by. Not because I'm trying to be mean, but because I value my friendships more than
Mhm.
anything else. And like if let's say if that was a genuine relationship with a
Mhm.
girl that he knows for a long time and that I've known or whatever, and she got to that point, I would have tried to find out what's going on, why
Yep.
she doesn't like me, try
Yep.
to fix the relationship between me and her. But if you don't make any efforts to try to get to know me, well,
Mhm.
the same way you're going to fight for your boyfriend, I'm gonna fight for my friend.
Mm.
And may the
Exactly.
best win.
Mhm.
So
Mhm.
that's all I have to say about that.
Ooh, I love that. I love that. So y'all better have one as best friend.
I know, right?
I have
I'm a
one more
fighter.
question for you.
Yes.
So, what do you value most in your friendship with your let's say with your male friends, because we're talking about
Mm,
friendship between men and women.
mhm. What do I value most?
Mm-hmm.
What would I say? I don't know, just the friendship. Because for some reason, all my male friends, it sounds weird because I say all my male friends, but you guys have to understand that I grew up with boys.
Mm-hmm.
So that's why I have a lot of male friends.
Mm-hmm.
But all of them are just so genuine. Like, they are literally the best people. Like, they have my best interest at heart,
Mm-hmm.
and they are always here when I need.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I just value the
They're
friendship,
dependable.
because um I've met that one. I have that one friend who was like genuinely always asking me, "Why are you always so nice?" Because in general, like I'm not a nice person. I'm mean, literally. I'm mean, but but I'm like a nice mean. If I talk to you, I'm not gonna be like, "Oh, I love you," whatever,
Mm-hmm.
whatever. I'm gonna be insulting you all day.
Mm-hmm.
Like I'm gonna cuss at you or say some weird stuff. I'm going to make fun of you. That's the type of friend that I am. But in the same time, I genuinely care about people. Like I make sure I don't forget people's birthday. I don't forget to give them like um Christmas notes or like gifts or whatever. Like I always try to make people feel seen and heard. And then I have that one friend who was asking me like, why are you so different, like from what you're saying to what you're doing? And
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, you should look at what your friends are doing for you, not what they're saying.
Yep.
Because if today I tell you stop talking to me because I said that you're gonna stop talking to me, that means we're not really friends. Do you know how many times I told my friend stop talking to me? So, and we're still here. Like, I'm still here. If I say something to you and I show you something else, you should be worried about what I
Mm-hmm.
show you, not what I tell you.
I tell you exactly.
Because the greatest way to, like, even that's what they said, the greatest way to prove you love to someone is just to show
Exactly.
it,
See, I
not
was
to
gonna
say it,
come to that point.
you know.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, basically that's the only thing that's the thing that I
Mhm.
value about my male friendship. My friendship and the love around it. Like
Okay.
they're amazing.
All right. All right. Well, I don't have any other question, and I love that the fact that you shared. And I will just say one little thing. Like even
Well,
in general,
mm,
like in life in general, you want to for the best way to know others and to know who's your friend, who's good, who you should hang out with, is
mhm,
through their actions.
yeah,
Through their actions, exactly. Mhm.
observing
Yeah.
because
But well, hey,
you
it
know,
doesn't mean that whatever they say you should disregard it, because some
yeah, but
people
I'm
have
I'm thinking
really
also
bad mouth.
because I'm also thinking because it's a culture here in United States, people talk a lot
Mm-hmm.
instead of just um like just get, when you meet someone for the first time, let's just get off topic. Like when you meet someone for the first time and you're trying to be in a relationship, the first thing they're gonna tell you is like, what is the type of, let's say, man or woman that you're looking for? That's the wrong question to ask someone
Hmm.
because once you give that person all the details of what you're looking for, that person is going to do everything
Everything
to look like
exactly,
what you're looking for. And by the time you
exactly.
realize that that was just an act, it's already too late.
Mm-hmm.
So it's better to observe instead of saying, that's what I want, that's what I don't
Mm-hmm.
want, that's what I want. Just observe. And then from there, that I always tell that to people. I'm like, be yourself. I'll look, I'll see what's wrong,
And then
and I'll tell
yeah,
you. So
if it works, it works. Doesn't work, you move on.
it doesn't work.
Hmm.
Exactly.
Hmm.
So there's that.
Okay, okay. I enjoyed
But
it. I want Wine to keep
I
talking.
hold on, before we go, I also wanted to ask you the same question. What do you value about your friendships?
Oh, in general, or
Yeah, with the men
okay.
friendships.
So honestly, I want to say because they are. I don't want to say dependable, but they're just always there for me.
Mm.
Like I'm not trying to compare you with them, but it's just like having you like
Oh,
two, three
trust
times.
me.
You know
Nobody can be compared to me. I'm not
exactly.
even
So it's just
taking
like
that.
it's like I have.
A few moments later.
it, it- mm, my bad.
It's okay. It's okay. No worries.
Beep 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 beep.
Uh-huh.
But yeah, it's just like I have multiple besties. Yo,
Mhm.
male, my male besties, I love y'all. But it felt like I felt like my male bestie is just like my female bestie. So
Mm.
I like the fact that they're just dependable. And then I talk a lot, and I'm like, when I'm not okay, like if I'm not coming to you, even if I come to you,
Mm.
I know I can speak to them too.
Mhm.
Mostly to the person you know.
Of course.
So and then I love having a good ear, a shoulder to lean on to. They're just there whenever I need someone.
Mm.
So yeah. And they like to tease
Thank
me
you,
a lot.
friends. Thank you. It's
Yeah,
a it's a it's a particular shout out to all our male friends.
exactly.
You know
Exactly. Yep.
yourself. So
Hmm.
we're sending you a shout out because you guys are the kings. So
Yes. Oh yes.
well,
Yeah.
if Peach hasn't doesn't have anything else to add, we're going to close that awesome episode.
Hmm.
Peach, do you have anything to add?
No, I don't. I don't.
Okay. Well, thank you guys for listening to the Peach and Wine podcast today. We hope you like it. We hope you like today's topic.
Hmm.
And we hope you guys can also share with us, what do you think? Do you think it's possible to have a friendship with
True
opposite sex,
friendship.
or is it not possible? Don't forget to follow us on social media. Don't
Hmm.
forget to follow us on, we are available on Amazon Music, Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, Spotify, and yeah. So go there, follow us so that every time that we post a new episode, you guys get the notification right
Mhm.
away.
Yep. And
Besides that,
don't forget that you can also react if you do want
mm-hmm,
to share your views. I
yes,
mean, we can find a ways to put you in. So, it's
yeah,
we love having guests, as once always say.
we love
So,
having guests.
yeah.
It's always interesting.
Hmm.
So, well,
All
guys,
right.
we will see you in the next episode. So, have a good week. Bye.
Bye.